Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Prophecy, where we will go on with the Tyrannid Menace and let's talk to Ragnar van Winter, and then we will actually hopefully meet the Harlequin at the Eldari Shrine.
The Conclave has sent you a message, Inquisitor.
I have received your report and I am very satisfied with the way you have handled the situation. However, I must add that I have found certain details lacking, especially the ones that concern the role of the Adeptus Mechanicus in the unfolding events. I cannot stress enough the importance of thorough fieldwork. Carelessness leads to negligence, which will eventually lead to anti-imperial activities. All in all, great work. The Emperor protects.
Thank you very much. That is what I wanted to hurt the enemy below. I have been ordered to investigate the case of Masters Imperians on Aethan Prime, which seem to have ties to an old case indicating a potential conspiracy led by the traitor Marine legions working together. I followed the clues to the catacombs below the Hive City and learned that the mutants who were responsible for the kidnappings were working for a cult called the Forsaken Sons. In the mutant camp, I found an ancient Xenos monolith, which turned out to be a mysterious machine that had been activated recently. The Xenorite faction of the Adeptus Mechanicus has been studying these particular Xenos artifacts in the sector for a while. I've also learned that the kidnappings have been going on for decades, and that the cult was empowering these monoliths by ritual blood sacrifice. A dark apostle of the traitorous word-bearers was behind the unholy plan all along. The creature wanted to use these monoliths to increase the warp search activity in the subsector. I have successfully eliminated this abomination and the entire cult, but considering how long the world-bearers have been planning the subsector-wide sabotage and how widespread these Xenos artifacts could be in the sector, I have a strong sense of foreboding. Alright, fair enough. Let's talk to her again.
Inquisitor, you have a message from the Caligari Conclave.
Inquisitor, you have successfully eliminated the threat posed by the enemy on Aethan Prime. I am an advocate of swift actions, relentless purges, and dedication to our doctrines, and therefore I find your approach commendable. I'm aware that you still have an ongoing investigation to handle, but as you might have suspected from the classified Pict recording, that was only the beginning. We want you to travel to Dagnor Primaris and investigate a rebellious uprising. The local Adeptus Arbitus has been keeping an eye on potential cult activity in the Administratum Hive, led by a certain individual with the unsophisticated moniker of the Prophet. The cult has recently triggered a hive-wide rebellion. It might sound trivial, but in the light of your previous mission, we suspect that it could be related to the upsurge of chaos activity in the subsector.
Alright. So we have our next investigation going on, but we will of course focus on this one at first. Let's travel to the next location and take a little subtle look what we have to do. So Caradoc broke through the Tyrannid ranks and the biological horrors were ultimately defeated by the loss of their synapse creature. Without that intelligent organism, the remaining Tyrannids reverted to a feral instinctive state, which has given me a window of opportunity to find the Eldari Shrine. Times of the essence here. Alright, here we are.
Inquisitor, may I remind you that you have only gained temporary insight by eliminating the synapse creature. The Tyranids are still unorganized, but soon another organism will take the synapse creature.
I have no time to lose then. I must locate that Eldari Shrine immediately. Somebody will pay for this techno-barbarism.
And that we will do right now. What you might have noticed, I can summon one less creature here. That is why, or that is because I...
Execution protocol initiated.
Thank you. We have a new sort of item equipped, a belt item. Let me turn around, which has no additional skill tree, I want to say now, skill slot, so we can only summon one less or 3 less close combat guys, which is a teensy little bit sad, to be honest, because I got very used to that, and I am currently not certain how good with 3 less guys we are here. So the pathfinding here is a little teensy bit weird, but we found the right way. As I said, the new maps are absolutely astonishing, although I don't particularly like all the mountains. Why? Because the pathfinding, as you might think, is not that cool. So there you've seen we have now finally AoE grenades, which is on the one hand good, on the other hand bad because of the loss of 3 mechanical units there, but I think we can make it through that. And now I need to focus on those spore mines. I think they can be not terrifying, but very good against my close combat guys, which I honestly need to resummon any second, right now for example. And so many Ravenous is not good for. Well, I am surprised we killed them off quickly. Good. On it goes, adjusting the camera for just a teensy little second there. Okay, now that we pulled them, why not? So grenades obviously are quite good against Tyranids. That is what we need to keep in mind, and honestly I would like to kill this dude and then focus on the Zoanthrope, which could be quite powerful, but now we have actually broke him. Fun fact, he is a commander. Shouldn't be Tyranids warriors have the commander flag as well, because there are, you know, some sort of a synapse commanding creature as well as of lore, I think.
Virus scanners indicate the approach of psi-active organisms, probably inbound from the adjacent zone.
I'm expecting significant increase in their coordination and resistance levels.
Alright, I too. So let's kill those dudes off here, and then we are nearly at the Eldari Shrine, which should be very good. I'll use a grenade, why not? And then these guys are goners, and that is also good for us. Good. All of that picked up. We have a level up, which is quite cool as well, and no one is here. Okay, that's weird. So grenades, we are all out of grenades. That of course is not very good. And I assume she...
which has survived in exterminators. A remarkable technological anomaly.
Really? So let's get into it. So the neural translation protocol on the provided material executed war transcription. The spirit stones of the ancients may protect us against she who thirsts, but they are useless in this nightmare. My lover glimpsed into the flow of time, and there's only death. The Moonkey, I pronounced it wrong, sorry, celebrating a holo victory. Once the body arrives, their planets will burn and all will be devoured by the Great Maw. Severing the temporal grants us some time. If the cold general answers us, there may be hope. Conclusion Alpha, the decrypted memory imprint lacks cohesion and logic, but correlates with the theory of arc vivisector Roderick Theta X. The cited makers May he be blessed by the Omniscience. Decimal Bliss was the greatest expert in Tyranid organisms in the Caligari sector. He theorized that we were facing only probing incursions from these aberrations, and the main forces of the High Fleet Garm had yet to arrive. The theorem would also explain the unusual lingering behavior of the surviving Tyranid organism. Alright, find the ancient Eldari Shrine. So we have to get into... Okay, now we are a little bit in trouble. I don't have any grenades remaining. We are getting slowly killed off here by those little organisms here, which is sadly enough very bad.
You are closing in on the shrine. The architectural components of the nearby ruins are consistent with our records on spiritual Aldari structures.
I'm convinced that it has become the lair of something much more materialistic.
So let's kill them off quickly and slowly, one by one. Very, very bad situation. I don't want to pull... Well, I of course have to... I have pulled too many enemies right here, that you can say. But we now need actually to resummon all of our robots, creatures to help out. So the tanky guys of course are helping out a lot. And once they are down one by one, that is of course going to help us out a lot. And even, or especially if those 200 warriors are down, that is helping out a lot as well. So if this dude is down, we can focus on this bad boy, which I think is even summoning those spore mines, which of course ain't good. What the hell was that? I have no clue, but that was a very, very weird sound, and I for a second was wondering if that was behind me. Little fun fact there, sorry. My mind today is not where I say that too often, so I'm sorry. So summoning those guys, and then we only have a 200 warrior with venom cannon remaining and the zoanthrope, which should then be no more problem at all. And he's nearly down in HP as well, which is very, very good. Down he is. Luckily, this guy is not exploding, which always is with all the Traitor Legion Psycho guys a little bit nasty, because all of them are actually exploding, especially them sorcerers. So, this one down. He even dropped a weapon. Maybe that is good. Maybe that is good. So, what I am wondering, we have by now encountered a couple of Tyranid creatures, so to say, but I'm actually missing Gene Stealers. Do you know that? I would love to see them in-game. One of my favorite Tyranid creatures, combined, of course, with a Hive Tyrant. Carnifexes we have seen, zoanthropes we have seen, so let's see what... I hope that's not all of them creatures in-game. So he has only 2000 HP, which is good. So he's a champion. And no commander. I would say that is weird. But anyhow, I'll accept that. The question is, how do we get up here? Can I simply... Yes, I can. And that is, of course, for me, the absolute... You know, they can tunnel through the earth. That is very, very cool that that is included in game, so to say.
The last act in this grand tragedy will soon unfold, human. Are you willing to take the stage?
I must warn you that to manipulate an Inquisitor is not the brightest idea, Eldar.
Always so furious. So short-sighted. I am not your weak-willed subordinate.
Insolence. You have clearly betrayed me.
This stone once absorbed the soul of a seer, the greatest pathfinder in the Garden of Ever-Changing Roads. I need it. We need it to walk the seventh path. This is the first curio of fate I need.
Alright. Radical decision. I've always believed that the ends justify the means, therefore I will not blame you for manipulating me, but I have no more time for games. I want the truth. You have willingly misled an Inquisitor and your sentence should be death, but I must unravel the mystery of the prophecy before judgment is served, so I'll go...
Are you willing to cooperate?
On one condition.
What would that be?
You really, really need to survive your next battle.
Alright, eliminate the Tyranids. Alright, will do. And we have a Carnifex coming up. I hope that we... Okay, she's helping us out. That, of course, is very, very good. And we simply have to kill off the Carnifex, or Carnifex. And we nearly died there. Oh my goodness. He is quite powerful, I have to say. as you would have expected of such a nasty dude. But luckily he is of course focusing on the close combat guys. That is good for us. Very nasty and big beast there. Then let's talk to her.
I've promised you answers, human. So you will have your answers.
Did you lead me here on purpose?
I might have manipulated you to help me take the spirit stone from this scorched pit of despair our planet has become. Yes.
Did you lie about everything? The prophecy, the Alpha Pariah?
I cannot lie. My role forbids it. Your Inquisitor brother knows that. That's why you were sent here. Clever Mercer. I weave my words too carefully for lies.
Enough of this. Do you know the answer to my question or not?
There is a place deep within the maze that spreads between the real space and the warp. And in the heart of that living, twisting labyrinth lies the Black Library.
You are stalling again. I'm losing patience with you, Eldar.
The library is a repository of forbidden knowledge, a vast collection of books still unwritten or lost forever. And I stole the prophecy from its darkest vaults.
You had it the entire time.
I told you I didn't lie. Take the prophecy. It is yours.
This ranks as a highly improbable scenario, yet with the optimal outcome.
Alright, so let's get into it. Forged in pain, imprisoned in cold steel, it will come, revered and hated, and feared into the domain of the beast with the 1,000 eyes. Through trials of flame and blood and might, it will be adorned with the crown of emptiness. Into the wound that bleeds nightmares it will walk, to rule or shape or destroy the labyrinth of no life. Notes by Magus Omnicron Arc. The pretentious poem is the Eldari interpretation of the source material. The original Fabricator's data is basically a collection of intervened equations in a more pristine and evolved language. The so-called prophecy is only the most superficial layer. The true meaning is hidden in the blessed numbers. Analyzing the data may take decades, but according to my early evaluation, this text may be considered as a pattern or blueprint containing genetic and embryon formulae. Thesis Alpha, the data contained in the Viscarum prophecy correlates with the experiments of the Uther. Knowing the manipulative way of the Eldari, there's a possibility that the same information was shared with the Uther Tiberius millennia ago. These Xenos have an exceptional strong connection to the embryon, therefore the Alpha Pariah entity must be an anathema for them. Observation Alpha, the supplementary data embedded in the strings describing the crown of emptiness makes it evidently clear that it is a unique and physical object. Observation Omega, as a creature of reason, I don't believe the oversimplifications such as history repeats itself. But here are certain parallels between Uther's early days classified data. Thorough reference would be unwise, and our expedition. I rate this an extremely unsettling observation. Alright, we have done it. So, what of course remains is I was for a second very afraid that the sound was not recording for the game. That happened one time before, and that was very annoying because I recorded 3 episodes. Anyhow, we are through, and we will take in a second a quick look at the items we have received. The turrets of High Fleet Garms scattered throughout the entire sector infested as many planets as they could, and countless small Dissospores survived the purge only to evade a much larger invasion force. Alright, good. Quick look here. Nothing out of the ordinary. 15, there should not be an upgrade, that is too bad. That is really too bad. Okay, 18, that is good. 18 should be a... Oh, 18 is no upgrade at all. Can you believe that? I can't. Alright, 95. Alright. So, through with nothing of an upgrade. But guys, I, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you guys actually have enjoyed this episode, then please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And in the next episode, of course, we will go on with the Viper's Nest Chaos Undivided, or that one, that I don't know, but that we will do in the next episode. For now, guys, have a nice day, stay frosty. Bye.